Thank you. Thank you. 26. 25.
I asked Bobby this too, but how far away do you think you guys are from being the team you want to be right
I think in a lot of the games that we play, we showed spurts of that. I think we're losing the consistency aspect of being the team that we want to be. Because if you turn on a lot of the games, we are scoring, we're stopping teams, and our special teams is rolling. But we just got to do it at a more consistent basis.
How do you do that?
To as a result for that, maybe?
Just going back, everything goes back to practice, in my opinion. If we practice like we're a consistent team and we hone in on every detail, I don't think a lot of the details will escape us or we'll lose them when we line up to play football.
The hope obviously is to get Gino back, but if Drew were to play again, just how much confidence do you guys have in him with what you saw from him?
I mean, that first drive showed us everything we need to know. He went out there, he executed the offense the way he needed to be, and we scored and put points on the board. And that's all you can ask a quarterback to do is just execute the plays that Shane calls. So he did that, and we had the utmost confidence in whoever's out there at quarterback.
Were you surprised he threw that touchdown pass through the first drive?
No, sir.
You recovered?
No.
Is that the kind of play that? Well, getting the ball out quickly is why one of the reasons you guys did so well in Dallas. That one's a longer developing play. What's the balance on offensive of the deeper shots and the shorter routes and finding the right mix? Have you found it?
I think we have. We just got to execute it better. And this just goes back to what I said earlier. Sometimes, one guy gets off on a blocking assignment or, one guy messes up on a route, and it just throws everything off because, all 11 guys have to work and, cohesively together for every play to work successfully against a defense. So we just all have to be on the same page and do all of our jobs the best that we can, and we'll be a very executing offense.
When you and AJ were teammates in Mississippi, did you talk about this? Like, hey, someday we're both going to be in the league, Pro Bowl players, 1,000-yard receivers, just all that kind of stuff that's come to fruition? I mean, just from our time at Ole Miss, we knew that we were only going to be there for X amount of years, and we knew what we had to do to get there. We just had to outwork everybody, and that's just what we did. From day one, we didn't like each other coming out of high school because we always played against each other. But then when we got to Ole Miss together, we knew we were going to be a tandem to be dealt with. So, I mean, I needed him, he needed me, and, we put our differences aside and start working together.
In what ways did he challenge you the most in practice or meetings in college?
Well, he was always a better route runner than me, and he always caught the ball naturally. So that's something I always tried to, do better than him or tried to I always admired how he did that. So I just tried to, copy him and do everything that he did, but, put my own spin on it. But AJ is the ultimate competitor, one of my good friends, and, I definitely would not be in front of you all today, if he wasn't my teammate. So just hats off to him and, congratulations to everything he's done since he's gotten the league.
You've got some big moments against these guys, and maybe that's not relevant because the coaches are different or whatever, but did you kind of think about that at all when you play these guys?
No, sir, because, every game's different, so I got to do it again Monday night when we play them. So, just got to continue to replicate the past, except for the first time we played them. I didn't do too hot there, but the past 2 times we played them.
You don't expect the defensive coordinator to come up and challenge you before a game or something?
No, man, you like drama, don't you? Damn.
I remember that.
Yes, sir. Yeah, Mr. Schwartz. We played him already, so he's good. Yeah.
Most people think that getting to 10 wins gives you guys a good shot at making the playoffs. Does this week kind of represent the start of the playoffs for you guys? Because you kind of have to win out to get to that spot?
I think ever since we've started playing the Rams, it's been in like that playoff mode because teams really start to hone into who they are, find their identity. And, the past 4 or 5 games we played have been, championship playoff contender type team. So I think every week from here on out is going to be that type of vibe. Yes, sir.
All right, weekly ASL question. What did you sign after the touchdown in San Francisco?
I said, I'm a dog. Woof.
How'd you come up with that one?
It was in the song. I heard it at practice.
What's the song?
Yeah, I'm a dog. Woof. I think it's a Migos song. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Not familiar with it.
I'll put you on.
speaking of creating drama, did you see what Fred Warner said about you after the game? And I don't know if you have a reaction.
No, I ain't see it. What do you say?
He said you need to learn to keep your composure more, and that they were trying to kind of get into you a little bit.
Yes, sir. He's entitled to his own opinion.